Khalil's here as well. Thank you so much for the contribution, Khalil. He says, what are the top 3 best wide receiver cores in Florida State history? This is a great question for Jason. 1999, we got 2013, 1996, 2000, etc.
I'm going to say, as far as the top 3, and I'm going to use 2 of them from that group right there. 2000 was an amazing group. Marvin Minnis, Anquan Bolden. I think a lot of people forget that Anquan Bolden was a stud in that group.
Wow.
Tillman Gardner, Truce Bell, who did nothing but catch touchdowns. So I'd probably say 2000 was great. 2013, I think Rashard Green is an underrated wide receiver as far as one of the best wide receivers in Florida State history. Kelvin Benjamin, big target. But I don't think they have the sheer numbers because I think those 2 guys were the big names. 96 was also great. You had E.G. Green. You had Andre Cooper. That was a good one. 99, I'm a little bit hesitant with 99 because I know you had Ron Dugans. Obviously, you had the great Peter Warrick. But after Lavernius Coles got kicked off the team, that's an interesting group right there. If you want to go back to the late 80s, you had guys like Lawrence Dawsey, Bruce Lesane. 93 was a good group. Kes McCorvey, Tamar Vanover. You had Omar Ellison. You had all those guys. So, yeah, I mean, there were a lot. Probably if we're going to say best 3, I would say 2000. I'm going to say 2000. I'm going to say 93. I like the 93 group. And probably for sheer numbers, I'll say 2013. I think what Rashard Green and Kelvin Benjamin did. I think just they put up an amazing season. I'd give both of them.
I came up with a couple topics when we were on the show with Logan last week that I thought I tabled them, but I said Jason has to be part of this conversation. I won't bring them up, but they were of a historical bent, so you would have to be part of the conversation. But I thought that they were one that comes to mind, and I'm going to have to remember the other one, and I hope it comes back to me, was to review recruiting classes for us to take on during this dead time, May, June, etc. Take on a recruiting class and go back in time and kind of review it, see who turned out, who was a boom, a bust, who lived up to the hype, all that sort of thing.
We have plenty of summer months, so we can talk about that. And I'm going to give you a quick programming note.
Okay.
Fans, start watching. Well, watch all the time. But on June 15th, we will begin our top 10 countdown of the top 10 hot takes for the 2022 seasons. June 15th, the hot takes. We're going to show Logan how you actually do a hot take. Some may be a little lukewarm, but some are going to be steaming hot. So make sure you pay attention.
Because I always do this when something's brought up, like the wide receiver cores throughout the illustrious history of Florida State. I first went to the 2000 stats list because that's just what I do. I like to think, okay, yeah, I want to see what those guys did that year. Snoop Minnis, my goodness, 63 catches, over 21 yards a catch. That is difficult to do in college football. 21 yards a catch, 11 touchdowns. Anquan Bolden caught 41 for 6 touchdowns, 664 yardage.